Project stages, of course, we've been through the feasibility period and developing the concept of the subdivision. We've now moved to develop an application, and that development application is being processed right now. Once we have approval, we'll be looking to start construction as soon as possible.
The next step after the services being completed is that we're entering into a number of contracts for sale of various portions of land with interested parties who want to develop their own businesses. So what will happen is we will sell those pieces of land on behalf of the council, and then those developers will actually be the ones that build a number of the properties that will be coming here. There's been a lot of interest in the project. Right now I would place it at approximately 12 very serious interested parties.
The overall budget for the whole project is in the order of $25 million. So we're not looking to do that all at once. We're taking a very prudent approach to this project in managing the cash flow very carefully, because we don't want to impact the road budget in terms of being able to look after the transport needs within the Shire. We want to make sure that we can maintain our roads, and we're not doing anything that would take money away from that, and actually making sure that in terms of how we fund this, that we're not impacting our operational budget. It's a combination of contracts for sale, so we'll be selling property, that'll be used to cash flow part of it, as well as loans. And so we'll be borrowing money as part of that, and then actually we're managing the whole construction program and the sale process, so that we're actually not triggering a major problem for the council in terms of how much money we've got borrowed at any one time, actually just cash flowing over a period so we can actually meet the repayments.
Fundamentally, most of it will end up being sold to private developers, and then council will not only have created the value, not only have created the rates and taxes, but have really ensured that new jobs have come into the community as well.
We estimate it can generate up to 300 jobs in this community, which is a very powerful economic motivator. It also involves creating entry-level employment. Entry-level employment is critical for us in actually working with some of the social issues in town. What we're trying to do is create pathways for people who've been out of work for some time, an opportunity to get into some entry-level jobs, start getting training and actually getting skills that they can then move on into actually higher levels of employment.
The CBD is very important to us, and we need to do everything we can to make sure our CBD remains a viable retailing centre. The Gateway is not a retail centre. It's actually, in fact, we're actually looking to prohibit uses as direct retail, but actually allow for more the larger retailing outlets like bulky goods, plus service industries like the transport, interchange, and the service station, large service centre.
So the whole idea is to increase the services available for the Moree community and stop the escape expenditure that's now going to other towns. So it absolutely works hand in hand, both the CBD and the Gateway Project.
The industries we're targeting are principally around the agricultural industry as a primary thing, because that's our major economy here. And that centres around the transport of agricultural produce and the transport of produce between Melbourne and Brisbane. The other areas in terms of businesses are actually agricultural equipment sellers, so retailers of agricultural equipment, so your major retailers who are looking to expand their operations in town but constrained by the existing sites. Then there's the bulky goods where retailers, we're talking about a major hardware distributor has always been a key anchor tenant to actually attract that. So we're not looking for ordinary retail, which would be common in the main street. We're looking for businesses that need the ability to have a large display area, as well as car parking out the front. So we're not neglecting the main street in doing this. It's actually an integral part of our project, is actually the main street and the Gateway working together.
Well, local business is absolutely paramount for this to work. The reality is there are a number of businesses that currently need to change their locations. Maybe that they're too small at this stage and they need to grow, or it could be that with the bypass change, their business needs to be on a highway location. Right now, we've got a tender out for the infrastructure works. Continually, there'll be new projects being started. Each time that occurs, the party that's responsible will be looking for local trades to be participating in various aspects of those developments.